I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm a clown. Yeah, terrifying. I heard some gasps. I went to the Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Clown College. I traveled with the greatest show on earth. I lived on a train. I've slipped in tiger poop. I've been booed by 20,000 people at Madison Square Garden. I've made kids laugh and adults cry. And I've worn more spandex than you can even imagine. Are you imagining it? You don't have to. I have a slide. You can see. Okay. Sorry about that. But ladies and gentlemen, I am here to tell you today that the circus is alive and well in America, okay? Now, I'm not a circus historian. I don't know all the facts about the circus. I'm just an artist, a collaborator, a deviser, somebody who fell in love with an art form, a high-flying spectacle called the circus, and I want you to fall in love with it too. So in its heyday, the circus, it brought the unusual and the exotic. It brought spectacle, it brought clowns, it brought live music, it got people out of their houses and into their communities. It was the entertainment. I mean, people needed the circus. It connected them to the outside world. There was no TV, no movies, no national Broadway tours. When the circus came to town, it was something special. But now, some people think the circus is irrelevant, boring, a relic of time gone by, outdated, but I would argue that in this time of Netflix, HBO, and YouTube, I mean, we literally have entertainment at our fingertips, and because of that, we are isolated in a totally different way. Our sense of community is limited to Facebook followers and Instagram stories. We need the circus more than ever. So take this TEDx event, for example, that's happening right now. I mean, this video that's being shot right now, I mean, let's be honest, it's going to be viewed by millions and millions and millions and millions of people, right? Please like and share, thank you. But will they feel the same level of engagement that we feel in this room, huh? I mean, we can connect with each other in here in a way that we just cannot online. I mean, I could come out there and shake somebody's hand, or I can come out there and sit on somebody's lap, or I can come out there and kiss somebody on the head. I mean, I can really do anything I want to right now. You know, play the music. I don't know how long I can keep this on. Tell me your name, sir. Can we have a round of applause for Jake, please, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, so this is the thing that is truly unique to me about this circus, this level of engagement, this interaction right here, okay? I'm sure some of you were terrified that I might pick you for that act, and then when I picked Jake, we all together let out a sigh of relief, right? And then we laughed at him, we rooted for him, we were so thankful that we were not him, but we were connected in that experience. So there was a study that came out last year led by the University College London, Division of Psychological and Language Sciences. Now the team monitored the heart rates and the electrodermal activity of 12 audience members at a live production on the West End of the musical Dreamgirls. And what they found is that not only did the audience members sync up emotionally during the show, but they found that their heart rates synced up as well, with their pulses speeding up and slowing down all at the same time. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, can you imagine if they were watching somebody shoot an apple off of somebody's head with a crossbow? I mean, it was a sad day when Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey closed, of course. Another piece of the American landscape has just faded away. But with the closing of Ringling, there is an opening. There are a lot of little fun, funky shows traveling around right now. The Venardo Circus, the Bindlestiff Family Circus, the Whiz Bang Theater, the Flynn Creek Circus, the La Tigre Tent. These shows are going back to the same community year after year to engage them, right? They are trying to inspire communities to communicate with each other, all right? Now, my wife and I and our two partners, we have one of these little tents. It's called the Petite Palace. Seats about 150 people around a circular 8-foot stage, okay? Our idea is to present jaw-dropping spectacle that feels as if it's presented by people that you know. We want to reawaken the playful spirit of everybody that walks inside that tent. And a great example of that is a few towns ago, technology. A few towns ago, we were doing a show, and there's a moment in the show that I need to pull an audience member up onto the stage to do an audience member dance solo. So, Jake, will you please join me? I'm just kidding. Stay in your seat. You got your sucker. You're just fine, okay? So I look around the tent, and I lock eyes with this one young man. I reach over, I grab him by the hand, I drag him up onto the stage, I set him there, and he goes bonkers. He set the place on fire. It was amazing, and the audience fell in love with him. And then as any seasoned performer does who's being upstaged by somebody, I kicked him off the stage. Then after the show, my friend came up to me, and she said that she had brought him and some other people with her to our show, and that she works with them in a drug and alcohol rehabilitation program, and that everybody in their group was just floored by the way this kid extroverted himself on the stage. I guess he had been a bit withdrawn or something from the group as of late. But in that moment, in that tent, in front of 150 strangers, he felt like that was the place that he could freely express himself physically. That's the kind of connection that we want. That's the community building that we want. We want to go in and serve community so we can get to know you and cater to you and try to create content for you. We want to draw audiences in so that we can cultivate a relationship. We want to inspire young people to think of the circus arts as a career choice. Could you imagine? And for their parents to think of that as a valid choice. Can you imagine that? So I got to tell you, when I went into the circus, I had found my calling. And my parents were so proud. Right, Dad? Okay. Wasn't supposed to come out exactly like that, but... So I know you're sitting there and you're asking yourself, well, what can I do? How can I be a part of this amazing wave that is sweeping America called circus? Well, you can write me a check or just go to the circus. Take your kids, your grandparents, your family, your friends to the circus. Encourage your kids to participate in the circus arts. It's my son right there. Second-generation circus performer, ladies and gentlemen. Or a doctor. I just hope he doesn't become a mime. So the next time that you're driving down the road and you see a circus tent, I'm going to ask you to stop. Get out of your car, walk up to the box office, ask them about the show. Ask them about the last town that they were in and how long they've been on the road, and then buy a ticket. And know that you're putting money directly into the hands of the hardworking men and women who built that show. Then go see the show. And if you like it, tell everybody you know about it. And remember, most clowns aren't scary. Thank you, and good night.